So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah,
and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, a script to probe.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run for it. This is White. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field, Knight. And Brown's got it for a Patriots touchdown. Antonio Brown. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Well, the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Gracias, mi amor.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And Beasley with it over the middle. Complete to Cole. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And he's able to find Diggs. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
3-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And he finds a man on the crossing route.
Allen's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
At their 48-yard line.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He's going to go deep for Beasley. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
The extra point.
And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yeah, that's
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in the end zone. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Justin Rohrwasser now for the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. What an absolutely electric return. 106 yards from end zone to end zone. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And the return will stop right around the 25. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
First down, here's White. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll try and run with Harris. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
There certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Matt Judon there to bring him down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He hits Beasley right side. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's dropped right at the 40, gain of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up, because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Singletary, they'll run for it. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
21, Bills 7.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Tackle made by Patrick.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Moss. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
Taken down at the 10-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the gun on 3rd down, Allen. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
That's the score. Patriots 21. Bills 10.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on it.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
New England trying to get a place on offense. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They start to drive with White. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
The tackle made.
Give him 2 yards on that play. And the Patriots will get a new set of downs.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's White. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. On first down, it's White. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
14. And the Patriot first down.
This is caught. Gronkowski. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're... And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen on the move to his left. He's going to take off with it. Allen hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots.
Allen on the keeper. Fumble on the play.
Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill.
Come on,
With desire. We'll go with desire.
What are you, the rhyme master now?
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
New England.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. J.C. Jackson there defensively to knock it away.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
again here on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts.
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Chris Godwin, 81 yards. And the Patriots continue to roll. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And boy, it was pretty.
And the route is on here in this first half. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong.
And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake it down.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep for the Patriots, Gunnar Olszewski. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. And it is the Jets who have the lead in that one. Jamison Crowder, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, let's get over to Arizona to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And that game has gone to halftime with the visiting Texans out on top. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The third quarter starts with a run by Singletary. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Now White. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And the Patriots will get a new set of downs. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Rohrwasser on for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays and a 9-yard run on the end of it. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Singletary again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. From the gun, Allen. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Singletary. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. on the ground. It's Singletary. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They go right back to Singletary. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all.
Allen hit. He lost the football.
Allen on the keeper. A fumble on the play.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He's going to field this at the 4. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Patriots ready to get the football back. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. This is White on the screen. And now running right through him. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Buffalo. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 21. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are pouring it on as that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases: offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Quick slant to Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Allen with a throw caught by Beasley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down. And again, it's Allen. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Allen to throw once more. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Throwing is Allen on third. And the throw there going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on fourth down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. Here's White. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
He was brought down at the
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. In on the stop that time, Terrell Basham. Here's 2nd and 8. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards. First down, Patriots.
They'll run with White. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Keeps himself upright and fights him off. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. Third down here.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll try and run it with White. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here now the offense heading back out there.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw.
Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back 1st down pickups.
At the Patriots' 36-yard line.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Forced out to his left. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen.
So many times
and somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
17.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
On the return, the Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man, Gronkowski complete.
The pass.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25. Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all. Haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Patriots, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8.